Is it possible to maintain a social life while sticking to a diet plan? Well, the short answer is yes, you absolutely can. The long answer, though, is you may need to make some adjustments along the way to make it work. Humans are inherently social creatures, so naturally, we find ourselves in the company of others all the time. Birthday parties, family gatherings, evenings out with friends, the list can go on and on. And as we all know, one major highlight of these social events is usually the food. Ah yes, the food. From trendy restaurants and decadent desserts to mom's home cooking, sharing a meal is typically a huge part of getting together with friends and family. And depending on the occasion, the dishes could be something really special, and something you wouldn't want to miss out on. Now, today is Super Bowl Sunday, and in case you're not from the US or you're just unfamiliar with American football, or unfamiliar with Rihanna, who will be performing at halftime, by the way. The Super Bowl is probably the most popular and most watched American sporting event each year. Now this year, I'll be heading over to my friend's Super Bowl watch party. Now, he's been hosting it for a number of years, and it's always a great time. And on top of being able to reconnect with friends that I haven't seen in ages, a major highlight of the party is, you guessed it, the food. Every Super Bowl, my friend's family orders crawfish, all the way from Louisiana, I'm pretty sure. And they have a huge crawfish boil, which includes potatoes, corn, garlic, and sausages. And he calls this annual event the Super Boil, which I think is awesome. Now, crawfish in and of itself isn't that far off from what's acceptable for my diet, but I know for a fact that there will be delicious side dishes and snacks just spread out for everyone to enjoy. And let's just say that I plan on being an active participant at this party. With this in mind then, it begs the question of how to approach this social event while still maintaining some order to my diet. Now before I go on, I'll say this. If you have a very specific goal or requirement for your weight loss, such as cutting weight for a competition or being on strict doctor's orders, then sticking to your diet may be your best plan of action here. But for the rest of us who've adopted this as a new lifestyle, here's what I've been telling myself. Just relax. Enjoy yourself. But use common sense, okay, which is something that I wasn't always doing in the past. Now, for today's event, I've narrowed things down to 5 ways that I'm going to be mindful of my diet while still having a social life. So let's get right into it. First, preparation. There's a very high likelihood that I'll be consuming more calories than my usual meals while I'm at this event. So to counteract this, I plan to eat less calories for my meals leading up to the party. For me, this means I might just stick with a banana, a couple fried eggs, and a protein shake for breakfast before I head over this afternoon. On top of this, while Sunday is typically my rest day from the gym, I might go and sneak in an extra cardio session just to free up some extra calories that I might be able to consume later on. Second, portion control. Now this is huge. Well, maybe not the best choice of words. Your portion should not be huge. Your portion should be small. One thing I want to avoid today is that feeling of just feeling completely stuffed. For years now, my eyes have been bigger than my stomach, and I've always taken on way too much food. And because I grew up learning that you should always finish everything on your plate, I've always done so. And I've paid the price for it. But not today. Not today. I may even set myself a plate number limit if I need to. Third, be selective. If I'm going to indulge, I want to make sure it's worth it. Would I rather spend my calories on some basic potato chips or a potato boiled alongside fresh crawfish and seasonings? Would I rather spend my calories on store-bought cookies or a homemade dessert? For me, the choice is clear, and I'm going to be spending my calories like it's money. No wasteful purchases. Fourth, avoid soft drinks and alcoholic beverages, or at the very least, limit them. The bottom line is, they're just empty calories, and I want to make sure I spend my calories on good foods. So for today's event, I plan to set a limit to the number of drinks I consume, and once I've reached that limit, it'll be water and sparkling water all the way. And last but not least, stay active. You're at a party after all, so walk around and mingle. Not only is this a great way to connect with others, but you'll be walking off some calories in the process. Now, if your social event is, a sit-down dinner at a nice restaurant, this might be a little more difficult. But if possible, try to move around, even if it's just walking back to your car after dinner. Now, I said this earlier, but I think it's super important, so I'll mention it here again. Here's what I've been telling myself leading up to this event. Just relax. Even if you end up eating more than you intended, it's not the end of the world. It's just one meal out of the several that you'll have that week. So as long as you get back on track and stay consistent afterwards, it's really not a big deal. Here's where I turn it over to you guys. Do you have any tips on how to maintain a weight loss diet while attending social events? If so, please let me know in the comments below. Honestly, trying to balance a social life while maintaining my diet has been one of the biggest challenges for me in the past, and one of the main reasons I've always fallen off so many times. So I'd love to hear your tips. All right, now before I head over to my friend's Super Bowl watch party, let's get into my weight update for the week. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and would like to continue following my journey, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and ring the bell so you can be notified when my next video drops. So, at the end of week 6 of my weight loss journey, I now weigh 226.4 pounds with a body fat percentage of 26.8%. So, this is the lowest I've been all year while on this weight loss journey. And since last week, it's a loss of about 2.4 pounds. And for the entire year so far, I've lost just about 10 pounds. Let's hope I keep it that way after all the crawfish I'll be having this afternoon. And with that, week 6 is now complete. I'll be back next week with another episode and update. And thank you to everyone for continuing to support and motivate me. I wish you all the best of luck this week. I'll see you guys at the finish line.